All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Oakland Athletics. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shopping. Singy, this should be fun.
Well, you can feel the energy in the ballpark, and these two teams have fought through so much adversity to get here. When you get here, you forget about individual statistics and you play for the team. When the team is able to do that, they see themselves go to another level, and I'm looking forward to seeing that tonight.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Charles Bender. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he's very unique for one clear reason, Boog, and that's because he throws a screwball, a legit screwball. It's not just a two-seam fastball that has run. And pretty much no one throws a true screwball, but he does. And he actually can be really effective with the pitch. It kind of breaks like a slider, but it moves to the pitcher's arm side instead of the glove side. You know, I'm really excited to see it in action because I've heard it is devastating.
First pitch, 7:05.
Next offering is foul back. The 1-1 is upstairs, and that's ball two. And he deals. Fouls one off, 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The pitch. And now it's filled up. At the belt and fires. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. One down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
No score, just getting started, top of the first. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
So 2 down now, and here is Babe Ruth. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Out to center. Simmons in position. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Jack Crespo. What do you have on him?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Bottom of the first, and the batter now, Ricky Henderson.
Leading off for the A's, the left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
The pitch. That one's in there. 0-1. And there's a ball. Righty to the plate. Here's a high fly ball out to center. DiMaggio settles underneath it. 1 away. And time now to check out the A's lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Slow roller to first, and it goes just foul. Line to left, and it drops in. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, save!
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
The crowd here has been fired up even before the first pitch for this series, and they'll go crazy right here if they can take an early first inning lead.
Crespo checks the runner. Collins back on a dive. Collins, the runner at second with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner leads away at second. And a count 1-2. And another ball.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And down on strikes. 2 away.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Reggie Jackson up next for the A's. First offering misses the mark. Here comes a pitch. And now 2-0.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Left-hand hitter waits. That misses. And it's 3-0. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So first and second with 2 outs. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Mark McGwire. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And here it comes. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Crespo, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Kicks and deals. And fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will end the inning. A's strand a couple, scoreless after 1. And welcome back. And here's the first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high-leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
And a pitch. There's a strike. Left-hand batter waits. Ball 1 there. The 1-1. That one missed.
Goes without saying, one of the biggest legends of the game here in Gehrig, probably the greatest first baseman of all time.
Fought off foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And there's 1 down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Now at the plate, Mickey Mantle. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. And that's just foul. In 1929, Gehrig slashed 300, 431, 584. Not too bad, right? Well, that was maybe the worst season of his career. Tells you about what kind of player he was. The next offering misses, and it's 1-1. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 2 gone now.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for New York, Roger Mack. And that's in there for strike one.
And Gehrig only drove in 125 runs in that subpar 1929 season. This guy was an RBI machine. He held the record for career grand slams as well for 75 years.
The pitch. Good eye right there. And a 1-1. There's a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That hits the dirt. Now 2-2. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Digging in for Oakland, Al Simmons. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Next offering is in for a strike.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
Batting. Third baseman, home run, Baker.
Down to third baseman, home run, Baker. Swung on, belted. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
And here's the rookie catcher, number 2. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to. Being the superstar player in this lineup, they are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one.
Righty delivers. That one down the line. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A's go quickly and quietly there. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Yogi Berra.
The catcher, Yogi Berra.
And the right-hander back to work. There's the strike up high. Strike one. That one lifted to left. Henderson moving under this one. Makes the grab, one away.
Batting it, the second baseman, Robinson.
Now batting Robinson Cano. In there for strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next pitch is in the dirt. And 1-1. Just missed.
I got 2-1 to count.
Top of the third, no score. Line drive. He dives but can't hang on. That's a base hit.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
And the 0-1. And a good eye there. Cano over at first with one away. And that one wrapped foul. One and two here. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And there's two down.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with two strikes.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Phil. He's 0 for 1. The other way, and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now Joe DiMaggio. That one's in there, 0-1. Now 1-1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And that one is lifted in the air, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Yanks strand a pair, and we're still knotted at 0. Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Bert Campaneris. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. That's in there, 0-1. Bunting for a hit. And foul ball. 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And now one away.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it can take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Stepping in, Ricky Henderson. Matt makes the grab, and there's two away.
Now batting, second baseman, Eddie.
Eddie Collins up next for the A's. Doubled in his first AB. In there, and it's 0-1.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
And the righty deals. Into center and a base hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner at first with 2 away. And now the first baseman, Jimmy Fox. And that's in there for strike 1. Collins leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And now the count is even. And the right-hander deals. There's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot.
Got him. That ends the inning. The A's strand 1, and we are still scoreless. On to the 4th. In now is the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth. Fair to say he wasn't his typical self in the division series. Chris, I talked to the staff, and they are confident that he's going to deliver big here in the LCS.
Yeah, you see these guys around him, and they know he's a stud, and they know it's just a matter of one swing that he breaks out.
Bender back to work. That one is upstairs. The pitch. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And a pitch. On the ground, right side. Throw over to Fox. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here is Lou Gehrig. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. And Gehrig can clean up for that famed Murderer's Row lineup as the Yankees were rolling off one World Series title after another. And a foul ball. And the pitch. That misses the zone. 2-1.
Gehrig hit behind Babe Ruth in those Murderers Row days. They both have tons of power, but their home runs had much different trajectories.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Mickey Mantle getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Now a screamer into the outfield. He can't get there. It's a base hit. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Against good pitchers, you got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Berra stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss, and the count even at 1. Base hit, 1 run in already. The throw home, safe at the plate, and they lead by 2.
Well, there you go, the RBI machine, another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now it's the second baseman, Robinson Cano. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Mack at second, Berra over at first, so 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Next offering upstairs. Right-hander kicks, deals, and it's fouled away. And it's filled up.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Three-two. Right side, hard hit. Nice grab. Off balance feet, there's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back in Oakland, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
The wind of the pitch. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
2-0. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. The wind of the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And the right-hander's 3-1. And he walked him.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Mark McGwire up next for the A's. The next pitch misses. Now 2-0. Runner at first with no outs here. In the air, left field, down the line. Mantle makes the play, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 7, Al Simmons.
Next up for the A's, Al Simmons. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Crespo picks over, and he's back in there. Kicks and fires. There's a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe. Digging in for Oakland. Home run, Baker. 0 for 1 with a flyout. That one's in there, 0-1. First and third, one down. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this.
Off balance feed, there's one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done, and that'll do it. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Yankees 2 and the A's nothing. Back here in the East Bay. Ready now for the fifth inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Greg Nettles. The right-hander back to work. That misses off the outside edge. Next offering is in for a strike. At the belt and fires. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Now here is Phil Random. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. He decides to eat it, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
This was the perfect spot to drop the bunt for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go and look smooth doing it at the same time. Really well done, and the defense right there stood no chance.
Joe DiMaggio stepping in now for the Yankees. First offering, and it just misses. Random leads off first with one away. Next offering is in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Righty to the plate. That's in there. That's strike two. And now 2-2. The 2-2. Got him. And there's two down.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Next is the designated hitter, Babe Ruth. In there for strike one. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
The pitch. And that's outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Left-hand hitter waits. Bounced up the middle. Got him on the off-balance throw. And that is that. One left for the Yankees. They're up 2-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now it's going to be number 2.
The catcher, Kyle.
The line to kick the pitch. That one off the mark. 1-0. Good eye right there. On the ground to the left. Random picks it up. Over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Now batting. The shortstop, Bert Campaneris.
Bert Campaneris up next for the A's. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-'80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Sends it to first. Home half of the fifth inning moving along. 2 quick outs. So the Oakland lineup turns over. Ricky Henderson up next for the A's. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. There's a strike. Ball to strike. And that's in for a strike.
Now, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
The pitch. That one misses, and it's a full count. And he deals. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Three-two on the way. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that will end the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. And they're down 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Here's a big power thread. Lou Gehrig.
The first baseman, number 4, Lou Gehrig.
And here it comes. That clips the corner.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Oh, 0-2 as he waves at that one.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Righty delivers. Pitch misses. And the count 1-2. Kicks and deals. Next offering misses down and away. And a pitch. Garrett tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he held up. Right through there. Got him. So he's gotten deep into this game. And at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. And up next for New York, Mickey Mantle. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one. One down, base is empty.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's out number 2.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Roger Mack stepping in now for the Yankees. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. And now 2-0. Two outs. And a foul ball. The pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Right side, and it goes just foul. Next offering is fouled back. Two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Yankees 2 and the A's nothing. Welcome back. Well, we go bottom six, and stepping in is the speedy Eddie Collins.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And a strike in there.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next one off the plate inside. 1-1. And that's in for a strike. And a pitch. That one inside. It's 2-2. And the righty deals. Bounce to the right. Cano gloves it, gathers, and throws to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
The first baseman, number 3, Jimmy Fox.
Jimmy Fox up next for the A's. First pitch just misses.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
That one ripped. Squeezes it, and there are 2 outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Reggie Jackson up next for the A's. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that extends the inning. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
McGuire in the box again, takes a strike. Yo, 1. Ball 1 there. Here's a 1-1. Reggie on the run. Pitch misses. Bottles the transfer. No throw. Next offering misses, and the count is 3-1. Jackson on at second with 2 down. Line drive, base hit. Reggie chugging around third. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. And they trail by 1.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So up next, Al Simmons.
The center fielder, number 7, Al.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Late swing, fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Got him. And that's the inning. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. New inning getting started. Here's the power hitting catcher, Yogi Berra.
The catcher, Yogi Berra.
Bender back to work. This one blasted the other way, down the line, and it's a foul ball. Here's your 1. Oakland's bullpen has some movement. Number 13, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. One now. And that one fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Just missed. Left-hand batter waits. Lifted in the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So digging in, Robinson Cano. And first offering is fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside. The 1-1. And there's a ball. Good eye in that spot.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And that one ripped into right, and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Charles Bender out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Dave Stewart gets the call from the pen, and this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Number 37, Dave Stewart.
Greg Nettles stepping in now for the Yankees. Next pitch downstairs. Ball 1.
hammered. Base hit.
Relay throw to third. He's in there.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So the lineup flips over, and next for New York, Phil Random. And that one fouled off.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Grounded to third. Could be two. Fired to second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
Bottom of the inning. And now here is home run Baker.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
First offering misses the mark. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Goose Gossage preparing to come on if needed. Skeeter, the lefty, warming up as well. The tying run at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
He swings and fouls one off. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And one away. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Foul ball there. The pitch stays alive. Next one just misses. Gonna count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one drifts inside.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
The 1-1. And he lays down a bunt. And he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. And a 1-2. Out towards left center. And that will fall. And that puts the tying run on base.
That ball right there landed in what they call a no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jack Crespo gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. New pitcher for the Yankees, Wade Hop, trying to protect this lead.
Number 18, Wade.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Ricky Henderson. In there, and it's 0-1.
Big situation right here. You got some speed over there at first base. He represents the tying run. Question is, do you send him and get him in the scoring position, or do you let that batter swing and maybe put you ahead?
The 0-1, and it's strike two. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Next pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Pickoff throw, Campaneris dives back in safely. And a pitch. Campaneris off of first with 2 away. Comes the 2-2. Runner on the go. Down the line towards the corner. Matt towards the line. And that'll do it. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 2-1. And welcome back. We're at the top of the 8th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Joe DiMaggio.
The center fielder, Joe.
The wind of the pitch. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The punch out there, and 1 out now.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Ripped towards third, and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he could turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And that's in there for strike 1. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Next pitch is outside, and the count is 1-1. At the belt and fires. Got one out to right. Jackson drifts towards it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Mickey.
Here's the left fielder, Mickey Mantle.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Next offering is down low, and that's ball 1. Upstairs.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next one misses, and now 3-0. Hit on the ground to the right side. Fox takes it himself, and that'll do it. The Yanks lead 1, but they still lead it 2-1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Eddie Collins.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a pitch. And a bunt towards third. And he grabs it foul. The 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Mariano Rivera getting ready to go. The wind and the pitch.
And ball 1. And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Mantle puts the squeeze on that one, and there's 1 down.
The first baseman, number 3,
Jimmy Fox up next for the A's.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
Oh, man, that stays fair. We got a new ball game. Great swing, just couldn't keep it between the lines. He's got to try to bottle that. Do it again.
Next pitch is inside, and that's ball 1. Righty to the plate. Slapped foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him looking. Out number 2.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Goose Gossage on the pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Reggie Jackson. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. to third. Play made, that ends the inning. And the A's are gone in order. And our score remains 2-1.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm my essence, I'm a bull. I'm lessons.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Dennis Eckersley. It's his job to keep his team in the game. And stepping in for the Yankees, Roger Mack.
Roger Mack.
The line to kick the pitch. Slider clips the zone. And that's just foul. And down on strikes. 1 out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead, getting that W.
And here's the catcher, Yogi Berra. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. And there's the strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Here's a 1-1. And downstairs. Kicks and fires. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A towering shot to right. And they add to their lead. It's 3-1.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Next to hit, Robinson Cano. In there for strike 1. That's through there for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Ripped on a line. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Here's the third baseman, Greg Nettles. High fly ball out to center field. Simmons under this one. Makes the catch, and that is that. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th, Mariano Rivera. And he'll work on holding this lead.
Mariano Rivera.
Back here in the East Bay, last chance for the home team. Here's some real power at the plate. Mark McGwire.
Mark McGwire.
And a pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And that one's going to get into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. In there, he's safe.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Al Simmons up next for the A's. Known for his late inning heroics.
Al Simmons.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
The 0-1. Just off the inside edge.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
The pitch. That one misses, and it's 2-1. McGuire stands at second with no outs. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And he makes the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, home run, Baker.
Next up for the A's, home run Baker.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Swings through that one, 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Into center, DiMaggio settles underneath it, makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Kyle.
Number 2, up next for the A's. First offering, and it just misses. There's a strike. And a 1-1. And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The next offering misses. And now 3-1.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
And now a full count. 2-run game, a 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And a 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
They're not ready to go home quite yet. These home fans, they are making a lot of noise, putting pressure on that pitcher out there.
At the plate, Bert.
Now you got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
And that's in there for strike 1. Good eye right there.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
The 1-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And he deals. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Out to short, and that'll do it.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these guys, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 3 runs on 10 hits.